back to my channel. My name is Emma, and today we are doing my October podcast episode. I need to get a few things out of the way. I'm using indoor lighting today because it's very early. I don't know if you can see, it's like the sun is up, but it's barely up. It's very shadowy in my room without the light. So we've got different coloring again today. It is 8 in the morning, and I am coming at you with 3.5 hours of sleep and no coffee yet. But I need to get this done. I've got another busy day ahead, so that's kind of where we're at right now. And also everyone in this apartment is getting ready for the day, so there's some opening and closing of doors and other noises going on. I apologize, but that's kind of where we're at right now, and it's the only time I could fit this in my schedule this week. So yeah, all that being said, if you enjoyed this video or this type of video, go ahead and like and comment and subscribe below. I'm here usually every Sunday. I've been on and off about that, but generally every Sunday there'll be a new video for me. So that being said, let's go just straight into, I guess, acquisitions. I will say I don't really have acquisitions this month. I did buy like this ball of yarn to finish one of the whips, which is not finished, but you'll see it. And I guess I did buy a ball of red yarn to crochet my roommate something, but that's too far now. The big bulk of what I got this month was actually just shipped from back home. My mom sent me the last of my yarn stash, significant yarn stash. I have some other stuff there, but the general last of it is now all here, because there are some things that if I get to this fall, winter, I want this yarn for it. Also, my brother got me this book, so that's cute. If I need to make a gift or something, and I can now use this and not have to think of a pattern, which sometimes I know for a fact some of these animals I haven't made before. But anyways, I have 4 of these cakes, and these are a discontinued Lion brand yarn that I got on clearance at Joann's 3 years ago. 25, 22, yeah, probably like 3 years ago, maybe 2, I don't remember. It's called A Little Bit of Everything, and it truly did have like 6 different types of fiber all blended in here. I don't remember them all, but I got 4 balls and they were kind of messy, so I had to cake them up, so that's what they look like now. And then I have, gosh, probably like 15, I'm not gonna count them all, but I have a bunch of K&C cotton. This is my favorite cotton, and this is the last like project quantity I have. I have like 6 balls of small amounts left on my shelf, and they're all been used, but I have, I think, like 15 or 16 full balls of this because I have a sweater that I want to make, but I'm probably not gonna get to that sweater this season, but I'm hoping like for January maybe, we'll see. And then the last thing that I was sent from home is this bag, and this is like my bag of very nice wools. I'm gonna make a granny stitch sweater at some point, don't know when, but these 2 are from the New York State Fair. 3 years ago, August 2022. I've lost the packaging for them. They're somewhere. I think I at least have one left in here, but I don't know where. Then I have this skein of Malabrigo Arroyo. Whoa, let me not lose that. Because I needed a cream, and I got this from a store in a yarn shop in Texas. And then these are actually also from a different yarn shop in Texas. I have 2 of these Queensland collection superwash yarns, and then I have 1 of this La Jolla superwash yarn. I really like this brown. I almost wish I had gotten more. And then I have 2 more Queensland collection. They've gotten a little messed up now, but I got all of these Queensland collection ones on clearance. I think I got this regular price. And then I also have this Sorella yarn, this nylon sock yarn. This was from the ballet collection. What did she call it? I don't know what she called the whole collection, but this is color Swan Lake. It was a sock set, but I split it up so that I could put this with these because I like the color palette. So yeah. And now we can do finished objects, which I'm actually very excited about. I've got 3 this month. One of them you've technically seen before if you've been around for a while, but that's neither here nor there. But the first thing is this pillow. I finished up finally. I have more than 3 things, but I'll show that at the end. I finally finished decorating my room to how I want it, and this was a part of it, and I love her. I used the Michaels Loops and Threads Petite Pearl, I think. And I would say like I only used like half of each ball, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, and then I found the swirl pattern on Pinterest and followed the chart. It was actually pretty easy, but I'm obsessed with this nonetheless. And next thing is this top, which I have shown on here before. This top used to be a short sleeve top. It's made with Queensland Collection Coastal Cotton, and it used to be short sleeve. I made it last end of spring going into summer, like last May I think or something. I finished it, and I just didn't like the way that it was stretching out around the arms, so I added sleeves and added length, and now it's like a long sleeve top sweater situation. I also added single crochet around the top, and I cuffed the sleeves a little bit and did single crochet along the bottom as well. So just kind of finished this off a little more than it was, and now I can wear it. I wouldn't even say it's not a winter piece. It's a little gappy and cotton, but it's warm, and if I wear a thin shirt under it, and then I'll have it for the season. I don't know how else to say that. It is a bit wide neck though, so I have to be careful with what I wear under it, but it's still cute. And I think I'll get more wear out of it now that it's a long sleeve piece. The final thing I have done this month is my Melita cardigan, and this was a pattern test for wavelengths on Instagram, and the test just ended this past Sunday, so the pattern should be out soon, but I'll put it in the description once it's out. I'll add that link in, but it is so good. Let me show you. So it's a collared cardigan, and I only have 1 button done, so bear with me. But it is the cutest thing ever, and my lighting doesn't do the color justice. It's a bit more richer chocolatey color in real life, but it's all using like this single crochet mesh stitch. The ribbing is done really nicely. I love the ribbing. Let me do a close-up of the collar, and yes, I did little apple buttons. I love my apple buttons. But yeah, I used Noro Hanui. This is what the yarn looks like. Or that might actually be backwards now that I think about it. Oh well. I had 5 of these, and this is what I have left of the 5th one. So I made size extra large, and I used the like tighter, looser. The smaller of the hook sizes, because there's 2 options, I used the smaller one. I don't remember if that's tighter or looser. But yeah, this took me a while. Honestly, my fault. I took too many long breaks in between sections, but it truly was a great pattern, a great make, and I think this would be perfect for when it's freezing cold and not raining. I don't want to smell like wet sheep, so I don't want to get this wet ever really, but when it's not raining, or I guess snowing as well, this will be great. We do have some days that don't snow, so you know. But yeah, I'm really happy that this is done. And yeah, I just think she's wonderful. And I've also had this yarn in my stash for like 2 years, so I'm glad that I finally got to use it, because it was burning a hole in my conscience. It was a lot. It was expensive yarn, and I was annoyed that I wasn't using it, and I didn't know what to use it for, so this all just really worked out quite well. Show you the finished tapestries because they're on the wall now at the end of the video, because I think it's wonderful. Actually, let me just do that now. So these tapestries, I would say not most, all of these ones, 1, 2, 3, and 4 got done in October. These bottom 3 were already done, and that was already done, I'm pretty sure, in September. But the top 4 need to fill out that wall, and I finally did, and I really love them. You can go to my Instagram for better pictures of them. Okay, I only have 2 kind of significant whips right now. I finished the cardigan, I finished all the room stuff, and I've had a busy couple days. So, and by couple days I mostly mean like the weekend. And then it's Halloween this weekend, so there's not gonna be a lot of crocheting the rest of the week, but this is what I'm working on right now. I'll start with my Wicked sweater, which I'm very excited about. And it actually has more done than I thought would at this point, but because I started it at work when I worked a game a couple weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? I don't really remember. Oh my goodness. Okay. So this is going to be a drop shoulder kind of plain boxy sweater, except it's striped and in the colors of Wicked. So this lighting does not do these colors justice. They're a bit less like weird. Like I feel like the green looks really dark and the pink looks not quite hot pink, but I hope you guys get the vibe. Just imagine a better pink and a better green. But this is what I have so far. Wicked comes out in less than a month now, so I do kind of need to get a go on this. I'm hoping for like next week. Honestly, I have some gift crocheting to do this week, and then I want to finish this next thing that I'm going to show you, but then this also will be the main thing that I'm working on. So yeah, Wicked comes out the 21st. I want to see it on that day, but I know for sure I'll see it at least that weekend, so we'll see. We will see. And then the second thing I'm working on is my huge granny square blanket. I showed a bunch of squares, I think, in the last podcast, and I'm trying to find where my hook is connected. And I'm not even going to be able to show you the whole thing because it's so big, but this is what like the corner of it looks like. Oh, there's my hook, lol. I'm literally finishing connecting the squares now. I had 3 balls of cream and I had to buy a 4th one. I wanted to buy 5 just to be sure, and Michael's only had 1 left, so I was stuck with 4. But this is what it kind of looks like, just so we all are aware of the vibes. When this is done next month, I will steam it and make good video and good pictures and all that stuff. But for now, just know that I'm connecting. This is where I am. I need to get to this corner, and then I need to go all the way, down the bottom edge to where I started. And then I also want to do, like, obviously, like, border rows. I want to do a pretty chunky border, but I'm gonna basically go till I run out. So this is what I'd say maybe I went through like a third, maybe only a 4th of this yarn, but it's a pretty big blanket, so going around even once I'm pretty sure will take up a lot. So we'll see how far I get into a border, but I want to just use up this ball. If I somehow end up at a Michael's and they have this, maybe I'll buy another and make a big border, but I'm not counting on that. I'm counting on just finishing this when I finish it, this yarn. I almost forgot because it was in my backpack. I also have like half of a temperature square for October. So as you can see, it's gotten cold. This blue color means that we have had lows in the 30s at least once a week all month. We're now in the last month, by the way. I'm filming this Tuesday the 28th. Pretty sure it's the 28th. Every single week we've gotten down to 30s. The past couple days in a row we've gone down to 30s at night. So really boding horribly for me. But what can I say? Winter is slowly and surely upon us. Yeah, this needs to get done by this weekend. Obviously, end of the month. I'm honestly doing better off than I thought I was, considering I had literally nothing yesterday. And now I have 3 rows. So I have 2 rows done. Yeah, that's all really. Just my temperature blanket is getting to a good spot. But yeah, that's kind of everything I have to talk about today. One thing I will say is kind of like a life update is I hosted a little craft party and it was like the cutest thing ever. I had friends and coworkers who had been telling me they wanted to learn how to crochet, and just in general, I think everyone was craving a little get-together moment. And so I had people over, me and my sister had people over, food, movies, crafts. We had other crafts, but I taught like 3 people how to crochet over 2 days, and it was truly the cutest thing ever, just like seeing my friends like pick up something that I like so much and actually enjoy it. One of my friends is making a little turtle. One of them is just started on a granny square, and the other one is very ambitiously trying to crochet a sweater for someone by Christmas. So I'm helping her out with that, and you might see that later on. I told her that, you know, if it gets down to the wire, I would help her finish that, which I have no problem doing, because again, I always say I would be crocheting anyway if I want to do it for someone else. That's really not that big of a deal to me. So yeah, that's kind of all been my time this past weekend. So that's very cute and exciting. And yeah, it's cold now. It got really cold in like a week and a half. So I'm wearing my sweaters, I'm wearing my scarves when I leave in the morning. So just kind of, we're really getting into winter. That being said, I finished my big winter like jacket project, I feel like. I have the Wicked sweater, which is cotton, but I don't think I have another, that's a lie. I do have another yarn quantity that's like a wool blend that could totally be a winter sweater that I want to get done at some point, so we'll see. But the future plans are kind of always up in the air, especially during fall semester. So I have some, like I said, gift making favors, etc., to do this week, and I want to make a video about that because I'm very anti the sentiment of like gifting things or people asking for things is bad. I disagree with that kind of a lot. Won't get into it here. But so I have some stuff that I need to do this week. I just kind of want to get it out of the way. And one of them is for Halloween, so that is like in a couple days. I'm gonna do that today. I guess that'll be done before the month is over, so I'll try to take a picture and throw it in editing somewhere. But yeah, the 2 whips I have are my main projects, and then I'll probably be starting. I have a sock that still needs to be finished. I've mentioned that a few times for sure. But yeah, a lot of nothing and also a lot going on around here. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my early morning rambles. If you can tell that I didn't have coffee yet today, I'm so sorry. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!